Hey everyone, Joe here. I have not, for those who don't know me, I have not done a video in a couple years, but I first did comic book videos around 12 years, maybe a little bit more than 12 years ago, when at that time it was just pretty much haul videos and comic lovers sharing their pickups and finding new books that you've never seen before and getting them on your want list. It was really about collecting. Investing and monetary gain was, second and third to collecting. Then, the new generations came in and decided that, comics were something more and that they wanted to make money with YouTube videos and all that. And, um, I'm older. I just didn't fit in that place. I wasn't getting the views. I do this and I'm doing this. Um, Not to make money. I will never monetize this channel. YouTube may do whatever they want, but I won't. I don't need to make money from YouTube. Um, and So, my videos will pretty much just be hauls. Uh, Hopefully there's enough of an audience of people looking to see what other people are picking up and to try to find books that they've never seen before. I do collect a lot of independents. Um, so, there might be something that you haven't seen before here. And So there's enough videos out there for the top 10 of the week where there's, 10 videos of everybody doing the same 10 comics. Um, so that's not going to be this channel. And again, I'm doing this because I want to expand the community. I order online, so I don't even go to a comic shop. I do have a couple friends that collect, but not many. So it's just a place to talk about comics, to show off comics, to find new books. Um, and that's pretty much going to be the channel. Also, I don't even know what to call it. I hate to call it an episode or a show or whatever because that sounds pretentious. Um, but Every video, I will have some books for sale because I am trying to slim down my collection. And they might be, $5 books or they might be a couple $100 books. Um, so I will have some here. What I also won't do is when I start my videos, I will say hello and I'll get right into it. A lot of the videos today, it could go on for 3 to 5 minutes of people please like and subscribe and this and that and my sponsors and whatever. And 5 minutes in and you still haven't heard anything about what you clicked on to hear about. So it'll be a hello and right back or right into it. Of course, I would want subscribers. I appreciate people who subscribe, and I want people to watch the videos. And that's when I left YouTube a couple years ago. I was doing videos, and I was getting maybe 50 or 40 views. Every now and then I get a couple hundred, but it's if nobody's watching, then I have no reason to do videos because again, I want to be part of the community. So if there's no community watching the videos, there's no sense in doing it. I'm, not doing this for you. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it, to, again, to find a community. Anyway, I'm going to get into the haul right away here. Well, again, this was a lot of blah, blah, blah ahead of time. It's usually not going to be that. I just wanted to, introduce myself for people that have not seen me before. And all my past videos, I have not been on the screen. So really nobody's seen me before. It's all been, behind the scenes, and it's just easier to do it this way. So here's the haul. And this is everything. This is bigger at this point. A couple of years ago, I was getting 40, 50, 60 new books a month. I order from mycomicshop.com, where you get a great discount and great service. So, I was saving money, but I've cut down a lot. My order just went out yesterday. I think there were 7 new books So I've gone from like 50 to 60 down to 7. And I think that is what the market is nowadays. A lot of people were burned when the bubble burst because they weren't collectors. You know, I overpaid for some books, but they're books I wanted. So again, my videos are not going to be about really investing for the most part. There might be some, because I do buy some as investments. But I'll also talk about other investments, stocks, crypto, precious metals. Yeah, every now and then I may bring some of that in if I have a good tip on, you know, I have some cryptos right now that are doing, you know, 300-400% in a couple weeks. And I think that's why the comic market is taking a bit of a hit and may continue to, because there's other places to put your money. Right now I'm looking at a comic on eBay. The guy was asking $12.50. It was for 3 comics. I've wanted 2 of them I have already, but these are 3. They're all graded. And number 1 is it was limited to 100. I'm not going to mention what it is because I don't want anybody else going out buying it before I can. But number 1 was limited to 1,000. It's not a hot book. It's not a very much in demand book. It is older. It is the first appearance of a character. But again, it's been on eBay for months. So I contacted him. I offered him 800, I think, and he came back with 1,000. And for me right now, it's not an investment, so I don't want to pay investment money. And I could take that $1,000 and put it into a stock or into crypto, and I'd probably make another $1,000 and then go, you know, maybe buy it. But at that time, I'll probably want to take that 1,000 and roll it over into something else. So comics are really at least for me, they're, as far as investing, they're taking a back seat. And I'm lucky because I'm older. I'm not lucky because I'm older, but I'm lucky because I got to buy a lot of the Grails 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when, you know, for instance, Hulk 181. Right now it's graded at 7.5. I didn't buy it graded, I bought it raw. And I paid, I believe, $600. And the guy offered me 2 at the time, and I didn't take it because I didn't need to. This was, you know, before YouTube, and not before YouTube, but before it was big, and before people were buying multiple copies of books. And but I have, you know, a lot of my older videos I took off YouTube. There's still some on. But I have most of the Silver Age Grails, and again, luckily, I bought them many, many years ago. And even recently, I purchased some. I told you I like to collect a lot of independent comics. And I bought Bone #1, graded 7.5, and I bought Cerebus #1, and I think that is an 8.0. Again, this wasn't even this was maybe within the last 10 years. But I bought them because I wanted them for my collection. I figured these 2 books have hit the top. There's not going to be a TV series or, you know, a movie or anything like that. That was it. You know, I was paying what I thought was the value of the book and no investment interest at all. Luckily, both of them have gone up quite a bit. I think Bone I paid like $650, $600, and Cerebus I may have paid $1,000 for it. But that book in an 8.0 right now, I believe is a $4,000 book or so. So, you know, people always say buy what you love, which is true. Even as a collector or as an investor, you know, because you never know. Yeah, if it doesn't go up in price, at least you have a book that you love. And if it does go up in price, then, you know, good for you. Anyway, here's the haul. And again, there's quite a few this time because this is everything I've purchased probably since January. Newer book, Ultimate Black Panther #1. I did not pre-order this, but I went to a shop and they were being good about it and only allowing one per buyer. So I picked that up there for cover price. This I did pre-order. And I thought this was the cooler cover, and cover A is the one that is really going up in price. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. I don't know why this cover is so much better than the A cover. And then here's a book I got from eBay. This has been on my list for a long time. Adventure Comics. I'm going to need my glasses for some of these. This is the first Dream Girl, the first Night Lass, and the first Iron Curtain of Time. I bought it for a Dream Girl, obviously. And again, this book could go for $100 or whatever. This is probably a fine. It looks very nice. And normally I'll tell you what I paid, but I kind of forgot. I may have paid $40 for it, if that. So I waited probably 2 years until I found it at a good price. Here's a couple dollar books. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs #1. Again, was on my list. I think I have #2 and #3. Finally found it this was $1 or $2. A Wasteland. I collect this series. So again, saw this for $1, picked it up. Fathom for the cover only. Betty Page 3D, did not come with the glasses. This I got at a local show, and I think this was $2, something like that. $5, I don't know. It was hardly anything. This book, I don't understand conventions these days. This book I saw at a convention, and he wanted $125. So I think I offered $80, and he said no, that he could get more for that. And so again, I waited, found it on eBay. I think I paid $60 on eBay, and it's in better condition than the one I saw. And the name of the book is Amputee Love. It is not, it's not making fun of amputees. It was actually, this book was published by a amputee organization to show that, they're the same as everybody else. So anyway, I just thought it was a different type of book. It was cool. It does go for, decent money. So found it, and happy to have it. Picked up a couple boys issues. These were all $2. And again, I love the series, and you never know who they're gonna, bring into the series. So for a couple bucks, these are all $2. This is The Legend. First, The Legend. This one is, I didn't write anything, so I'm not sure. Oh, this I just needed for the run. First, Lamplighter. This is a cover swipe. And this is the first team of the Avenging Squad. So for a couple bucks, and if you like the series, they were good pickups. Here's another one. This was, I think, a week or two ago. I was at a local show, and this has been on my list. I never see it out. This is the first appearance of Mouse. I think, if I'm pronouncing that right, Mouse. The Holocaust story with a mouse and animals. And he had one on his wall. I asked how much. $250. So I knew I could get them on eBay for at least $100 or $150. I knew $250 was just ridiculous. And I ended up getting this for $60. I think it was $59 plus shipping. And I graded this as a 6.0. Very nice condition. And I don't understand why people pay for their booths and then, they price their books where nobody's buying them. This is the first appearance of X. Just a character that I like. I collected all of the series, and for some reason I never had this first appearance. Another one from the convention. This is called Fire Sale. Did not know anything about it, but it was $2, and ended up, there is a pinup in the back of Cherry Pop-Tart by Larry Welts, 1989, so that was cool. cherry Pop-Tart stuff always sells and always has value. And this book also on eBay probably goes for like $25 if you could find a buyer. So I was happy to find that for a couple bucks. And this was my big purchase, and this I got the end of last year. Albedo, number 2, 7.0, and I actually got the grading notes back here that I got off of CGC. But this one I kind of won by accident. I saw the auction. I've always wanted this book. And I put a bid in that I thought would, like, at the last minute. And I'm like, you know, this will never win. I just want to put a bid in to see what happens. And damn it, it won. So I was shocked when it won. And then when you win for a good price, then you start thinking, wait, did I miss something? Like, is it a second print? Is it water damage? Is it not what I'm thinking? And, you know, it happens a lot whenever you get something at a really good price. You know, at least for me, I start to question, you know, what happened here. So this is a really nice copy. And, you know, I paid a lot for it, but again, it was now 4 months ago, 5 months ago, whatever. And it's all done, and I'm happy to have it. So that's the haul. And then, let's see, I have some books for sale. Put those aside, and I'll go from lowest to highest. Here's a boys issue. First, Little Nina, and this probably goes for like $10, $10, $12 on eBay, $5. It's near mint. All of these books are in great, you know, let's just say high grade, which is 9.4 or above. So $5 for that. If you're interested, just put it in the comments. Actually, what I'm going to do, these are I want at least $5 for this. And for all the books, when I give a price, that's what I want at least for. So put it in the comments if you're interested. And then if anybody else is interested, put a higher number in. And I'll wait about 3 or 4 days. And whoever has the highest, you know, bid, that's who will get it. Okay, here's another odd book, Brewheads, cool cover. Again, probably a $10 book on eBay, $4 if you're into, you know, oddball stuff, $4. Here's some more mainstream, Huntress, number 1, $10. And it is, again, I'll try to get real close. You can see there's no spine damage, no nothing, great condition, $10. This is a lot. Masters of the Universe. We have number 1 from Image, and this has like this foil up here. Then we have number 2 from the original miniseries. This is probably a very fine or a fine plus. There is some spine issues. Not sure how much it's going to show up on here. So for this, let's call it a fine plus, but it's probably, you know, very fine minus. And then we have number 1 newsstand edition, and this is higher grade. This is probably, this might be a 9.4. And I don't see any issues that wouldn't press out, so, you know, it could be higher. Books like these, you know, if you want to get them and send them to get graded, they are certainly worth it. They are grade worthy. I like books raw. You know, I own hundreds of graded books, but, you know, I'm fine with them raw, especially I'm a pretty good grader. So if you're interested, I could look at these even closer and give you, you know, a really detailed grade. But for the 3 of these, I'd want at least $60. And I may put these on eBay. But again, if I put them on eBay, I'm giving up 15% right off the bat, around 15%. or 14% for eBay fees. So I'd rather sell them to a collector, and I don't have to make more. If I just make the same as what I made on eBay, then you get a 14-15% discount. Then here's the big book that I am willing to sell, and this is G.I. Joe #1 CGC 9.4. And so I looked this up on eBay. 9.4, the lowest for sale right now is $230. The lowest sold in the last 3 months is $200. The high sale is $299 back in January. Go Collect's fair market value is $375. The 90-day average is $237, and the 30-day average is $220. So for my friends on YouTube, I would say $215. That's under the lowest one for sale on eBay, only 15 more than the lowest sold, and a ton under the highest sold, and a ton under the fair market value. $215 plus postage, and if you want to use a credit card, it would just be a 4% fee, but you can use a credit card. I do have a business account, so all of these I'm selling. I have a marketing company, and when eBay started to report sales, I figured I might as well just make it part of my marketing company. So all of this does go on the books for me. I'm not selling, even if you're paying cash, they're going on the books. So there you go. If you're interested in any of these, let me know. There's the back cover. Actually, let me take it out. There's the back cover. A pretty nice 9.4. I mean, you could go on CGC and get the grader's notes. I don't see any issues, especially with the spine. I don't see any indents at all, even non-color breaking. So this may be a candidate. Again, if you're interested, I would never crack a book out and resubmit it. But if that's what you want to do, there's no reason, I don't think, why this wouldn't get a 9.6. So I may actually put this on eBay also. So again, if you want to make an offer on it, the $215 is the lowest I will accept. If you want to make a higher offer, you're certainly willing to do that. Put it in the comments. If you're interested and you saw somebody else put it in the comments, then just put a higher price. Anyway, that's about it. This is a long video. They're not going to be this long. They're going to be much faster, much more to the point. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate, again, I'm not going to mention it in the beginning of every video, but I do appreciate likes and views, and I certainly want to increase the number of subscribers I have. So that's it for now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next video. Take care.